Hello, 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 beautiful, amazing, powerful beings who are leaders, who are here to lead in the new world that we are stepping into as we move through this experience on earth that we are going through. And I just want to say that I'm very, very, very happy to have each and every one of you here. Let's take a look. Chelsea, since you made the first connection, let's go right in and see how you're doing. Is it Chelsea? Is that correct?
What's that?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So you requested me. How can I support you?
Well, I've always wanted to have a session, energy clearing type of session, I guess. And so I didn't know if you were doing that now.
I am, but you're like walking around and doing a bunch of stuff.
Should I sit down?
Sit down, get rid of the drink, make yourself prepared, come into this with like, I'm here for some healing.
Okay,
I'm here for some healing.
I'm in my house with like all my family members, so it's been kind of crazy.
That's okay. It's completely fine.
Okay.
Tabitha, I love you, Tabitha. So when you request, if anyone requests, I make sure you're in a place and you're ready to go so that, we can go right into this. So where are you in the world? Share with me, where are you in the world?
I am in, what is this called? Great Falls, Montana.
Oh, in Montana. Nice.
Yes.
Beautiful. So how can I support you today, my love?
Well, I just feel like family is really hard sometimes, and
okay, can I have access to your physical, emotional, and mental and spiritual bodies?
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look here. So the spirit says that you're afraid because you're not taking enough time for yourself, and you feel bad and you feel guilty by not wanting to help and jump in. And so you're letting it take over you instead of saying, okay, let me put a pause here. I need this moment for myself within this span. So because you're an empath, spirit says, you're getting overloaded.
Totally. Yeah.
Okay. And then also too, you have some dominant family members who like to talk a lot and don't ever shut up. And so a lot of it too is the idea of like learning how to set boundaries at this time with your family instead of getting into a space of frustration and holding it inside, which has been your pattern in the past. And then you get agitated and frustrated and you start bringing out this cloud that's like around you, and then everyone has to feel that. Instead of doing that, because you're an empath, I would give you the suggestion spiritually for you to be able to take this time as an opportunity to learn how to set boundaries with your family members, right? So that means like literally say to them, because I love you, because I appreciate you, I love spending time with you, but I'm going to need these hours away so I can keep my energy since we're in this house and we're all stuck in this house. You have to do that because what happens is you are a creative being and you only can handle so much input. You do better in silence, and you do better when you're in that creative fold, right? So if you don't do that, you're going to start noticing heaviness already starting on your trapezius, your upper sternocleidomastoid, and your upper part of your back. It's going to start weighing you down because you tend to take everything on top of yourself when you don't need to, and there's really no reason for you to do that. So do you give me permission to release that energy that you've been holding on to?
Yes.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and do that. Good, and tell me when you feel lighter in your body. Good, nice breath. I found something. Do you give me permission to release the energy? I still love you even though I'm not jumping into your stuff. And that I don't need to take the burden on to be a good person. Can I release that from your body? Do I have your permission?
Yes.
Okay. Good. And just tell me when you feel that coming out of your stomach. Do you feel that emotion coming up inside of you? You feel that there's like you're holding on to anxiety right there?
Yeah.
It's right under your rib cage, on your lateral left side of your rib cage. So lateral left side would be on this side under your rib cage. Can you feel that?
Yeah. I've had like a lot of stomach issues, like digestive issues lately too. I think all the stress from.
Okay. Do you give me permission to go in your stomach and pull that stuff out of your mouth and throat through deep breath?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a second. You do that. And you give me permission to release the energy. It's safe for me to let go and not have to hold on to everyone's stuff all the time.
Yes.
Okay. Do you give me permission to go deeper in your stomach and release all that stuff you're holding on to and release it out even stronger?
Yes.
And you give me permission to bring it out of your mouth and send it back into the light?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like I haven't taken a deep breath in like forever.
It's nice, right?
Yeah.
And do you see how that stuff is coming up? Do you give me permission to release the energy, which is I don't have to feel bad about myself for feeling what I feel when I feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And can I also release that out of your breath? And tell me if you feel your nose starting to run. And looks like we having some kind of technical stuff going on here. Let's see, looks like gone. Oops, she went off. Let's see if we can get her back on. Mm-hmm. Where is she? Okay, we lost her. Let's see if I can get her back on. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't see her. If she can make me another friend request, that'd be great. Until then, let's go ahead and choose another person that we wants to open up and do some healing. So let's go with I love you so much.
What's up,
Hi.
brother? How are you?
Are you in the dark here? What's going on?
Just relaxing.
Perfect. How can I support you right now?
I just wanted to chime in and say hi and I love you and thank you for what you do. And I can't wait till we connect in LA.
Absolutely. Absolutely. as we move through this period of transformation on the planet, this pause, so that we can actually start really acknowledging who and how we love on this planet. So it's it will have definitely a time to do that.
Yes. One of the things I would love is I'm dealing with a lot of grief right now.
Okay.
I have a lot of grief from my brother passing, and I can't seem to get it off my chest. It's like right here.
Okay, so let's remove the word I can't. I haven't chosen to.
I haven't chosen to.
Okay, good. All right. So can I have access to your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual body?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so right off the bat, you're holding on to guilt. And there's this part of your being that has all this power, and you feel like you can't do enough, or you haven't done enough, or you can't save a situation, and you're holding on to this inside. So what I want to do is I want to release that off of your chest. Is that okay?
Please.
Okay. Oh yeah, you really want to take care of everyone. I'm looking at your files. It's so there's no rest for you.
No.
No rest for you. All right, let's take a look. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this thing. It's a shamanic technique. It's called soul talking.
Okay.
And I'm going to have you access soul talking. Okay? All right, so what I want you to do is repeat after me. Exactly what I say. Okay? I want you to release what you're holding in your back. Say that out loud.
I want you to release what you're holding in your back. Release it.
No, don't do that. Just follow exactly what I say because I'm helping you to align with this shamanic technique called soul talk, which I write about in the book, but this is a more advanced way of doing it. Okay? So let's say it again. I want you to release what you're holding in your back.
I want you to release what you're holding in your back.
And I want you to take a deep breath.
And I want you to take a big, deep breath.
And I want you to tell yourself that you're powerful and that you don't have to hold on to everything.
And I want you to tell yourself that you're powerful and you don't have to hold on to everything.
I want you to let go of the pain that you feel that you can't save everyone that you've been holding on to.
I want you to let go of the pain that you've been holding on.
I want you to let go of the pain that you feel that you can't save everyone.
I want you to let go of the pain that you've been holding on that you can't save everyone.
And I want you to release it out of your mouth and throat.
And I want you to release it out of your mouth and throat.
I want you to release the spirit that is blocking you and send it to the light with unconditional love.
I want you to send the spirit that is blocking you and send it to the light with unconditional love. My eyes like twitching really bad.
Not bad. Your eyes twitching. Let's not put a verb onto it. Good. I want you to release the spirit that's blocking you and send it into the light with unconditional love.
I want you to send the spirit that is blocking you to the light and send it with unconditional love.
And I want you to unlock the energies that were placed on you from an old relationship out of your system.
And I want you to release the energies that have been placed on you from an old relationship out of your system.
And I want you to communicate to your ego
And I want you to communicate to your ego
to dismantle any program that you have to hold on to everything.
That you need to hold on to everything.
And I want you to release that energy to your throat in continuous swallowing.
And I want you to release that energy to your throat and continue swallowing.
I want you to pull yourself away from the darkness and into the seat of your power.
I want you to pull yourself away from the darkness and into the seat of power.
I want you to return to the center.
I want you to return to the center.
Did you feel that just in your back just now?
Yeah.
I want you to release the spirit that's holding on to your back on your left side and send it to the light.
I want you to, can you one more time? I'm so sorry.
I want you to release the spirit that's holding your back on the left side and send it to the light.
I want you to release the spirit that's holding you on your back on the left side and send it to the light.
And I want you to tell yourself you're powerful and you could do anything.
I want you to tell yourself that you are powerful and that you can do anything.
I want you to pull the spirit stronger out of your back.
I want you to pull the spirit stronger out of your back.
I want you to weaken the spirit's power on you.
I want you to weaken the spirit's power on you.
I want you to pull it all the way out of your scapula and into the light.
I want you to pull it all out of your scapula and into the light.
And I want you to use your powers to shrink the spirit of darkness until it's very small.
I want you to use your powers to shrink the power of darkness till it's very small.
I want you to shrink it more.
I want you to shrink it more.
I want you to shrink it even more than that.
I want you to shrink it even more than that.
I want you to take the darkness's power away from affecting your body.
I want you to take the darkness
power of darkness away from affecting your body.
I want you to take the power of darkness away from affecting your body.
Your body.
Your body.
I want you to invite the ancient ancestors into the room with you right now.
I want you to invite the ancient ancestors into the room with you right now.
And I want you to drink their medicine to release the poison from your body.
And I want you to drink the medicine to release the poison from your body.
And I want you to do it without resistance and drink their medicine.
And I want you to do it without resistance and drink their medicine.
I want you to keep drinking their medicine until the poison comes out of your mouth.
I want you to keep drinking the poison until...
I want you to keep drinking their medicine.
I want you to keep drinking their medicine
until the poison comes out of your mouth.
Until the poison comes out of your mouth. I feel like a lot of stuff moving on right here.
Mm-hmm. I want you to release the fear that you're holding on to out of your breath.
I want you to release the fear that you're holding on to out of your breath.
I want you to release more. And I want you to tell yourself you're powerful.
I want you to release more. And I want you to tell yourself that you're powerful. My mouth's dry.
It's okay. You're doing great. I want you to shrink darkness again.
I want you to shrink darkness again.
And use a strong force of aqua blue light.
And use a strong force of aqua blue light.
When you're done shrinking it,
I
want you to release the poison up to your mouth and throat and out of your mouth.
I want you to release the poison up and out and through your
mouth and throat.
Of your mouth and throat.
And I want you to do this with less resistance.
And I want you to do this with less resistance.
And I want you to do this with acceptance of your power.
And I want you to do this with acceptance of your power.
I want you to make it stronger.
I want you to make it stronger.
And expand your light.
And expand your light.
I want you to tell the darkness that Shaman Durek is here with me.
I want you to tell the darkness that Shaman Durek is here with me.
And I want you to let the darkness know that this is their chance to go home.
And I want you to let the darkness know that this is your chance to go home. Their chance to go home.
I want you to increase the light in your body now.
I want you to increase the light in your body now.
And I want you to release it out of your mouth through deep yawn, deep swallow, or deep cough.
And I want you to release it out of your mouth with deep yawn, deep breath, or deep swallow.
And don't stop. The darkness is weak.
And don't stop. The darkness is weak.
I want you to drink more of the elder's medicine to unlock your throat.
I want you to drink more of the elder's medicine to unlock your throat. Am I supposed to be like bubbly?
Do you feel that?
Yeah.
What are you feeling?
Like right here, I feel bubbly, and then
That's okay.
I feel like I'm burping.
Yes, you are. It's called green gas. It's in the book Spirit Hacking. I talk about it. I want you to drink more of the elder's medicine to unlock your throat and pull out the green gas.
I want you to drink more of the green medicine.
I want you to drink more of the elder's medicine.
I want you to drink more of the elder's medicine
to unlock your throat
to unlock your throat
and pull out the green gas.
and pull out the green gas.
I want you to drink more and stop resisting.
I want you to drink more and stop resisting.
I want you to drink even more
I want
to
you
pull out more of the green gas.
I want you to drink even more to pull out more of the green gas.
How does that feel in your body?
I'm kind of speechless.
Say, I want you to communicate to the ego
I want you to communicate to the ego
to let go of anything you've accepted
to let go of anything you've accepted
that would block your power.
that would block your power.
I want you to ask the African elders
I want you to ask the African elders
to take their blades of healing
to take their blades of healing
and stab it into your body
and stab it into your body
and pull out the parasites
and pull out the parasites
and release them out of your mouth and your breath.
and release them out of your mouth and your breath.
It's okay, sweetheart. I'm here with you. I want you to drink another stronger cup of the elder's medicine to pull out more poison.
I want you to drink another strong cup of the elder's medicine to pull out more poison.
You're doing great. When you drink from the elder's cup in the spirit world, it's very strong what you're feeling in your body right now. You're doing great.
I feel overwhelmed.
We understand. It's your body letting go of all the stuff you've been holding on to, my dear. You're doing great. I'm just going to speak to the spirits on your behalf. African elders, I need you to take the blades and stick them in his stomach and twist and pull more poison out of his system. I need you to break through his throat and access the energy levels in his body that have been held back and release it out of his system. Twist the blade in deeper in his stomach, pull the poison out of his mouth. That's it. Now push it in deeper, elders. Twist it again. That's it. Twist it in him deeper and twist it again and pull all the pain and hurt out of his body. And soul cry him deeply. Release all of it out of him. Good. Break through his throat. Break through his throat, spirits. Don't dry the eyes. The tears are an offering to the gods. Break through his throat again. Break through his throat again, spirits. Break through his throat. Break through his throat. Break through his throat. Break through his throat. There we go, spirits. Now release it out of his mouth and throat through deep yawn or deep cough. Clear his body of the poisons. You're doing great. Now repeat after me for your soul talk. Say, I want you.
I want you
To expand the halo above your head.
to expand the halo above your head.
Open up the gate, the stargate to the other side.
Open up the stargate to the other side.
and bring my brother to me.
And bring my brother to me.
And I want you to listen to him speak in your mind.
And I want you to listen to him speak in your mind. Can't wipe the tears.
And when you hear him, say, thank you, I heard that.
Say, thank you, I heard that.
Can you hear anything in your thoughts yet? Say, I want you to release your fear of making connection.
I want you to release your fear of making connection.
And pull your fear out of your mouth and throat by coughing it out of your system.
And pull your fear out of your throat by coughing. I lost it, I'm sorry.
And by coughing it out of your system.
By coughing it out of your system.
Say, I want you to release more of your fear of making connection.
I want you to release more of the fear of making connection.
And cough it out of your system uncontrollably.
And cough it out of your system uncontrollably.
I want you to tell yourself the darkness cannot stop you.
I want you to tell yourself the darkness cannot stop you.
Place your finger on the right side of your temple and ask and say hello to your brother.
Like out loud?
Out loud, and listen to where your finger is.
Hi, brother.
What did you hear?
Hi.
Continue your conversation. Ask, is this real?
Is this real?
Listen.
Yes.
Say, what's heaven like?
What's heaven like? That one didn't come through.
Yes. Let's ask and listen to where your finger is. Don't look for anything. Just listen to where your finger is. Ask again. What's heaven like?
What's heaven like? Love.
Say, thank you. I heard you.
Thank you. I heard you.
Can you download that into my body, brother?
Can you download that into my body, brother? Yeah.
Did you feel that? Say, thank you. I felt that.
Thank you. I felt that.
Say, am I making this harder than it has to be?
Am I making this harder than it has to be?
What did he say?
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear.
Okay, so let me tell you why you're not hearing and why you are hearing. Most human beings have this idea that they have to search for everything because they just never hold space for God. They just feel like they have to keep looking and dashing and looking and dashing, which is why we're putting on this pause right now with the whole coronavirus, because everyone's been way too distracted from what really matters to really just being present with God, with spirit, and how we need to make changes, right? So when you go to ask, watch, say, bro, is it true what Shaman Durek is saying? And don't look, just wait and put here with your mind, with your attention.
Bro, is it true what Shaman Durek is saying? Yes.
See? Very easy.
Yeah.
When we go looking as human beings, that's why a lot of people don't believe, because they don't know how to access this easy way to access. They don't understand that spirit doesn't make it hard. God doesn't make it hard. Angels don't make it hard. Ascended masters don't make it hard. We make it hard. Because we want to be right. We want to be perfect. We want to have figured it out. We feel like there's some kind of game to get somewhere, some kind of thing we're supposed to do. The only thing we're supposed to do is just be present. Watch. Go ahead. Put your finger back. Say, so when you got there, did you get all your memories back?
When you got there, did you get all your memories back? Somewhat.
What's it like there? Can you eat? Can you swim? Like, what's it like?
What's it like there? Can you eat, swim, do anything you want?
Now, I'm going to show you the opposite. Put your hand on the left side. Say, hey, darkness, I want to talk to you. Are you there?
Hey, darkness, I want to talk to you. Are you there?
Focus on this finger. What did you hear?
Yeah.
Say, why are you doing this to humanity?
Why are you doing this to humanity? I heard a laugh.
It's okay. Don't worry about them. They're testing you because human beings believe in scary movies and stuff. So they'll take on those characters to scare you from talking to them. Don't pay attention to that nonsense, okay?
Okay.
Now, isn't the reason why you guys are all trapped in the underworld is because you don't want to face the light?
Is it true that you guys are all trapped in the underworld because you don't want to face the light? Yeah.
And
what did it say? It was a strong yeah.
Yeah, and isn't it true also that you can't put darkness in us, that we choose that with our free will?
Is it true that you can't put darkness in us, that we choose it with our free will?
What did it say to you?
Duh.
And so basically all human suffering and blocks come from your suggestions?
So basically all human blocks and suffering come from your suggestions? Yeah.
So if human beings stayed in a place of love, kindness, generosity, givingness, honoring their brothers and sisters, openness, could you affect us? Just do the gist.
Okay. So
kindness, love, generosity, compassion. Could you affect us?
Could you affect us? Mm-mm.
No. Do you understand, my love?
I do, my love.
Very good.
I don't understand.
You don't understand?
I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
I overstand.
No. You got me. You overstand. I love it. I love that. I never heard that before. That's brilliant. I love that. It's a wonderful play with words.
I overstand. I just want to say thank you. And I feel the weight lifted. I really do. And a year and a half ago, I started following you, and I know we've messaged each other, but I've never met with you like this. And here it is. Timing. So thank you for being the beacon of light that you are. And there's a lot of fear. You hit it right on the head. There's a lot of fear connecting with him. So I'm gonna do that.
I love you.
I love you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye.
Yeah. Isn't that wonderful? What a wonderful experience to share with this beautiful soul, this beautiful man who's here to be a leader like all the rest of you. And we're doing great things on the planet because every time we love, every time we're kind and generous and nurturing, every time we're giving, we are changing the world because we're shifting the energy where darkness can't get into our thoughts and tell its story to us. So then we start manifesting through the light consciousness, which is what, when you talk about religion and you hear things where it says like, Jesus talks about surrender your will to God, search first the kingdom within your heart, ask and you shall receive, knock and the door shall open. These are not just words. These are real things. When we talk about these teachings in the Quran, in the Bible, in Buddhism, in Tibetanism, and all these things, there's a lot of power in understanding relationship with spirit, right? And so this is what we're doing right now. Like at this time, I wake up in the morning, I get up and I think, okay, how can I support the tribe? How can I support all of you leaders in the world right now? And I know the greatest way I can support you is by teaching you through doing these lives, getting you geared up to see what is really going on. You know, people don't realize that I wrote the spirit hacking book not because I want money. You don't make a lot of money from writing books. I don't know if you know that, but you do. You don't, right? It's just, it kind of gives you like a business card kind of thing. You know, that's basically how this world works. Like you write a book and now people listen to you. It's very interesting. But the whole idea of the whole book wasn't about that for me. When I wrote the book, with my beautiful friend, Danny Katz, literally, Spirit spoke to me and said, you got to get this book out before 2020 because this is going to be a survival guide for people to move through what's going to happen when the blackout hits its first phase. So every time the publishers were interviewing me and saying, hey, we want your book. And I'm like, okay, if I publish with you, when will you be able to get it out? And they're like, in 2 years. I mean, like, you mean at the end of 2020? They're like, yeah. I'm like, that's no good. That's just not going to work because this book has to be out before 2020 hits or it's going to be no good. The whole book should be, I mean, it's a waste. It's the whole purpose of the book is a spiritual survival guide to help you navigate what's going on right now. So Macmillan, who's a mainstream publisher who believed in me, was like, we get you. We understand you. We love what you're doing. We want to do this book. I'm like, okay, how long is it going to take? They said, how long is it going to take? And I said, well, how long do I have if we're going to get it out before 2020? They're like, you have like 3 months, literally 3 months. And so literally like 3 months hammering it to get it out so that you can have this spiritual book in your hands so that you can understand what's happening right now. There's no coincidence. I don't work on coincidence. I work on guided focus from Spirit. When Spirit said, put spirit hacking out, write about the blackout, write about darkness, write about women's stuff, write about all of these things with men, write about what's happening in our government, write about everything, the things that the government does behind our back. All of these things are in that book, not to be like, oh, it's just a book. I mean, the only reason why I put stories about me is just to give you some information about me, because really it's not about that. It's about you having the power put into your hands. So yeah, the publishers, I wanted to put all kinds of different things in the book about like all the different things that were going to happen, such as this time and the earthquakes and all the different things and where they're going to show up. And it wasn't allowed to be in the book, but that's okay because this was what they could accept. And so this is how the book shows up. And, you know, it's fine. But what we have to understand is sometimes the world's not ready to hear the blunt truth, right? Because you have to understand, people are at different evolutions. Like there were some people who came in and they're just like, shut up and do all this kind of stuff because they're stuck in a different evolution. They don't understand. Spirit Hacking is the best book I've read. I've listened to it over and over again because my ultimate goal is able to have a book of the Spirit Hack. So writing them down. Oh, I love you. I love you, Rob. So, you know, some people may not understand. And you know what? I can't stop doing what I do just because it makes people uncomfortable. And that's the same for you, my love. You cannot, under any circumstance, stop doing you. I don't care if your parents don't agree. I don't care if your spouse doesn't agree, because obviously if your spouse doesn't agree, that's not your spouse. I don't care if your friends don't understand, because what you're doing for them is you're taking the walk, okay? You're making a walk with life, okay? So you're walking with them, but you're walking with them in the way of you're carrying forward yourself into you're the first responder. So that way, when their lives are going to become easier because you're doing all the internal love on yourself to shift and lift this planet. And they may not understand now, but granted, 10 years, 15 years, 7, 8 years from now, they're going to come to you and say, I'm so sorry for the judgments I made. I'm so sorry for all of these different things. You know, this is, I've heard that that's how Muhammad wrote the Quran. Exactly how the Muhammad wrote the Quran. I'm so glad you said that because I love the Quran. It's just not the stuff about women, but that's, you know, that's my own stuff because I don't believe in subjugating women on any level, or I think we'll just all be destroyed on the planet. Yeah, not a good idea. I always say, if you want to know the state of nature, look at the state of women. If you want to know what you want to understand both, just look at one or the other. Look at women, and you'll know what nature is going through. If you want to look at nature, you'll know what women are going through, because they're connected. There's a connection there. It's an ancient connection. It's really powerful. So anyway, what I'm saying is there's a whole system that needs to come undone. The patriarchic system, the male system, that masculine energy that's like you versus me, and it's only this way and it can't be this way, and it's either science but no spirituality. We can't keep segregating knowledge. I'm going to say that again. We can't keep segregating knowledge. It's not okay anymore for our species. Our species is supposed to use all available resources for healing, not just one. We cannot segregate knowledge. We cannot segregate knowledge. When we segregate knowledge, it's just as much as us resegregating each other, because knowledge is meant to be shared, and so that we go through it and we look at it with love. That means that which isn't held in love and benefit of the animals, nature, people on the planet, and the planet itself needs to be washed off the table. Discernment of love is the most easiest and most profound and most simplest way to shift consciousness, because all it takes for you to do is ask yourself this simple question. Does it bring more love? Does it add more love? Does it transmit more love? Does it amplify more love? Does it bring teachings that create more love? Does it do those things? And if it doesn't, then I don't have brain space for it. I don't have space for it, right? And so we have to understand that right now the healing that's taking place is a pause. This is the first time my niece said to me she could breathe clean air in Los Angeles. That's got to say something. What is that about, right? You can breathe better air than you've ever, took a breath in Los Angeles because people are inside their houses, not polluting. So you can see that as much as we're going through this whole coronavirus, we also have to see it as this experience of cleansing, transformation, reconfiguration, transmutation, and healing on us, on the planet, and on the animals. Give the animals a break, people. Stop slaughtering animals more than they need to be slaughtered, and stop slaughtering them in dysfunctional ways. If you think about it, every disease that are major diseases on our planet have come from the misuse of animals. That right there is facts. That's facts. Everything you look at that has some level of disease has come from the misuse of animals on our planet. Facts. Go look it up. Bird flu, swine flu, you name it. Every type of disease. IG Live, we had an amazing healing, scratch that, amazing healing with Bear Paw. We lost someone in the beginning who was getting healing. We don't know what happened there. We're going to go now with Yon Nikki Scorpio and do some healing there and see if we can maybe even get a song or some kind of little rap out of him. So we're going to go into that, and I'm really live.
Hey, beautiful.
Hello, my love.
You got me yawning and breathing and tingling and everything over here. You're amazing. I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you, my love. I appreciate you. I think you're a gift to the planet. Your music is amazing. And I'm so happy you're sending as a tribal share on Ancient Wisdom today. So it's super, super, how can I say? I'm just super grateful, and it's super amazing.
Takes one to know one. Thank you. I'm like a walking, talking billboard for you. I got my family and everyone just, you know, into you and feeling it. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. So let's do some healing, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay, so can I have access to your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual body?
Yes.
All right, let's take a look. Spirit says you have to let go of the pressure that you place on yourself when you're getting involved in doing things that is around work and so forth. You have to let go of the pressure aspect that you're carrying with you. It's one thing to have a mind about it. It's another thing to overthink it and put too much anxiety on your system. It affects your abdominal because it squeezes your organs in your abdominal tissue, Spirit says, which causes a buildup of gas and gastric energies inside of your body. Spirit says you have to let things happen instead of pushing them.
Yeah.
Spirit says you have to be very clear who you choose to work with, and not just because they're friends. Don't go into just relationships when they're just friends, because Spirit says you don't use your internal intuition in the way that you do there, because you get too emotionally involved. Spirit says you need to make sure that you're very clear about things, but not going into it with friends in the way that keeps you from making the right decisions. You need to step back. And your whole thing is not to make quick decisions. You're a type of person, Spirit says, that needs to wait, maybe a day, sleep on it, give it some time to germinate, and that's when you're going to get the real answer that's right for you. Spirit says you've been holding some tension in your neck the past couple nights. Spirit says the reason why you're holding that tension is because you've been responsible for someone's energy that you don't need to be responsible for, and you think you need to. And it's not about feeling sorry for people. It's about when you feel sorry for people, you're actually creating the opposite of seeing things lifted and shifted for them. It's better to see them in their highest truth. So that means, like, if someone came to me and said I had money problems, I wouldn't get all sad and like, oh, I'm worried for that person with their money problems. I would go, oh, I see you like making money. I see powerful things happening for you. You know what I mean? Like, we have to dream greater than people's, sad stories. Yeah. Okay. So do I have permission to release these energies out of your neck and out of your stomach and around the muscle tissue? Okay. And can I pull out this emotion? Spirit says that you have a hurt heart that you haven't healed. And you try to go into relationships, but it doesn't work out because the hurt is still there. Spirit says you hold on to guilt and shame around it. Can I pull that energy out of your heart and release that out of your system? Good. And tell me when you feel that stuff coming out of your mouth and throat and out of your body. Good. Do I have permission to release more of that poison out of your mouth? And do I have permission to release the anger that you've been storing in your lower back?
Yes, please.
Good. And tell me when you start getting super angry, where you feel like you're going to start screaming. Good. And tell me when the anger gets even stronger and more sound comes out of your mouth. Lord, kag ti algo. CJ. CJ kau. Inagay. Inagay kau. Suat na butwa urakari. Sisa usin mananina kwa kilo ko samba ikari di manina kwa leta. Good. And tell me when the sounds come out stronger. It's going deeper into your body. Taupu. Taupu na. Spirits, break through his throat. Cut that now. Break through his throat, spirits. Cut that now. Go. Break through his throat again. Cut down now. Go in. Stronger spirits. Cut down now. Gang boy. Stronger spirits. Cut down now. Deal ang. Clean them spirits. Cut down now. Bel bol ang nisag agwar. Stronger spirits, release the anger out of his body stronger, pull the deep sound out of his stomach. Katulang bol ay. Ka online al ein al kul ein. Kal unden al ay kul mai. That's it, spirits. Pull the poison out of his system. Katal unden al kul. Now, spirits, release it out of his mouth. What are the men? Go adai. Get the men boy. Inetia. Satnam Babulaye. Satnam Kurma. Satnam Kilagra. Good. I'm going to purge the bottom of your system. Good. And tell me when your body starts coughing uncontrollably and releasing that ball in your stomach that says, I can't trust completely, and open my heart completely. And releasing that out. Elektrang min on men get mon elekat min maleti buriyetin nan yelen mon estelaten ngolak elidi Sinmalamandel munamela kendele kundero non sunjorek bat adman nenjet ben man etman man jetman man etman man jetman man etman man jetman man halwon mekeli ibila non nondolele kerere rinman nijadore. Good. Good. And spirit inside of him, if you can hear me, cough out of his mouth 10 times if that's a yes. Thank you, Spirit. Good. How does that feel?
Wow. It feels real. Feels real.
Good. Just a second. Just give me a second. Okay, let's open up some soul talk for your sister. I want you to say to yourself, I need you to open up your ET consciousness.
I need you to open up your ET consciousness.
I need you to self-generate love to humanity through your ET consciousness.
I need you to self-generate
love through your ET consciousness.
Through your ET consciousness.
I need you to cough out all the poisons of your self-hatred towards humanity in all of your lifetimes.
I need you to cough out all of your self-hatred for humanity in all of your lifetimes.
I need you to increase the integration process.
I need you to increase the integration process.
Release all of your frustration with humanity.
Release all of your frustration with humanity.
Exactly. I need you to tell yourself that humanity is worth supporting.
I need you to tell yourself that humanity is worth supporting.
Even if you do not understand the ways of all the things that they do.
Even if you do not understand the ways of all the things that they do.
I need you to open the access points in your brain that have been shut down and restore them.
I need you to open the access points in your brain that have been shut down and restore them.
I need you to remind yourself that this species is not fully aware of who they are and are still being held in the matrix.
I need you to understand that this species does not know who they are.
Aware of who they fully
They're not
are.
aware of who they fully are.
And still being held in a matrix.
And still being held in a matrix.
That they are coming out of.
That they are coming out of.
Be patient with them.
Be patient with them.
I need you to release your mother's pain that you've been holding in your body and send it to the light.
I need you to release the pain from your mother
that you've been holding in your body. And send it to the light.
And send it to the light.
I need you to release more.
I need you to release more.
I need you to tell yourself that you can't save everyone.
I need you to tell yourself that you can't save everyone.
And you are still a beautiful person.
And you're still a beautiful person.
I need you to let go of that pain completely.
I need you to let go of that pain completely.
And soul cry it out of your being.
And soul cry it out of your being.
With the help of the elders right now.
With the help of the elders right now.
With no resistance.
With no resistance.
I need you to expand your energy.
I need you to expand your energy.
And open up the flex fields of intelligence in your being.
And open up the flex fields of your intelligence in your being.
Until your body starts to shake.
Until your body starts to shake.
I need you to expand the energy of the esophageal tones into your body.
I need you to expand the
energy
of the
esophageal tones in your body.
Esophageal tones in your body.
and accelerate the frequency
and accelerate the frequency
until your body shakes more.
until your body shakes more.
I need you to increase the frequency higher.
I need you to increase the frequency higher.
You can go higher than that.
You can go higher than that.
Keep going.
Keep going.
You can go higher.
You can go higher.
I need you to invite Angel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel to beam their light in the center of your heart.
I need you to invite Angel, Michael,
Raphael,
Raphael,
Uriel,
and
Raphael, Uriel, and Gabriel into your body.
Gabriel into your body.
And beam the light in the center of your heart.
And beam the light in the center of your heart.
Can you feel that? How does that feel?
True love.
Yes. Now I will give you verbal instructions. You will know what to do. Accelerate the energy plations in your body. Increase it and breathe. Open up the apulates in your brain. Turn on the bicenter frequencies. Now release the pressure from your spine and bring it out of your mouth and throat. Bring the electricity into your muscles at a strong level until they vibrate even more with the frequencies already emitted. Open up the gauge on the back of your neck that is from the matrix and disengage it. Keep disengaging it. Disengage it more until your body begins to move forward and backwards. Now expand the energy around your body and bring in the pink energy to move through your body system. Access the chambers of lights now and expand the energy stronger. Good. Now accelerate it faster. That's it. Now go faster. Accelerate more until you can't stop laughing uncontrollably. And then laugh yourself into enlightenment. And Increase the frequency more until more laughter comes from your being. And continue to laugh yourself into enlightenment. Accelerate more laughter into enlightenment. And laugh at every time you took things way too seriously. Why human beings choose to make things hard when it's not necessary. Very good. Love you, darling.
I love you.
How do you feel now?
Tuned in, peaceful, healthy, happy, whole, complete, in love, grateful.
Good. One more thing that must be done. Say, I need you to create a force field around your body that only you can hear. Repeat that.
I need you to create a force field around your body that only you can hear.
Tell me when you can hear the force field.
Wow.
Good. Say, I need you to generate codes of intelligence from off-world beings around the coronavirus.
I need you to generate
codes of intelligence
of
the coronavirus. Tell me when you feel that in your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to access these codes for my protection.
I need you to access these codes for my protection.
Yes. Say, generate the force field now with the codes of protection from the coronavirus.
Generate the codes now.
Generate the force field now.
Generate the force field now.
With the codes.
With the codes.
For protection.
For protection.
Of the coronavirus.
Of the coronavirus.
When you have completed this task.
When you have completed this task.
Bring the fire from my heart.
Bring the fire from my heart.
Tell me when you feel warm sensation in the center of your chest.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Say, tell yourself thank you for the activation.
Thank you for the activation.
Very good.
Thank you. I love you. I appreciate you.
I love you too, darling. Can we hear one of your songs? Or if you don't feel up to it, that's fine. They can wait.
Yeah.
Do you feel like making a little rap for the tribe?
Yeah, sure.
You're the best.
Here we go. We are healthy. We are whole. We have total control. We are not affected by fear. We are live and we are here. Shaman Durek, he's the man. He is tapped in like others can. All you have to do is believe. That's why I wear my heart on my sleeve. I look right into his soul, and it feels powerful. Thank you for this true healing, for the truth you are revealing.
Oh, wow. That is so wonderful.
Thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. Full freestyle.
Oh, that's so wonderful. How beautiful. You're so beautiful. Amazing.
Back at you. Thank you.
Amazing.
That was undescribable. Thank you. Wow.
You're out. Thank you so much. That was so beautiful, my love.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you.
I love you too.
All right. You take care.
Okay. What a beautiful voice, beautiful song. So wonderful, so great. So I think we have time for one more healing. Let's do a random and let's see. All right, this random popped up, but it's not really a random. It's a powerful leader, and it's the House of Brit.
Oh, you chose me. Hi.
That's where my finger landed.
Oh, I made a prayer, and it was like, if today's the day. I feel supported. Okay.
Okay, are we ready?
I am.
Okay. Can I have access to your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual body?
Yes.
All right, let's take a look. The spirits say you hold judgment around a lot of things and you need to release. They said you mask it and then you get upset and then you hold it inside and harbor it. And then that's what blocks opportunity from coming to you because it gets in the way. And then all of a sudden you sabotage it. Okay. And they said, Spirit, hold on, let me see what they say. Spirit says you have to let go of this whole thing about proving something to people, proving things, like making your point, all of these things. It's a waste of energy. It doesn't support you. Because your whole thing is to be a show of example, not a I prove it to you, you have to believe me kind of thing. They said it's about a show of example, which is through your life, showing it, not proving it. If you keep proving it, you're going to keep being met with resistance, okay? And resistance is not going to be good for you because oh no, I have my thing is dying. Oh Lord, dear, my God. No bueno. Okay, hold on one second. I need to go get my charger box in really quick. Be right back.
Thank you for saying nothing to prove to anyone.
We are the champions, my friend. We will keep on fighting to the end. Yeah. Woo. All right. Okay. No, it's much better now because now we're not running out of. It's like you have 5% battery. No good. Okay. Let's take a look. Huh. Okay. They said letting go of the idea of proving something allows you to be in a space of your brilliance. When you go into things where you want other people to be on board with you, it actually takes you away from your space because a lot of your energy gets surfed because you are so much involved. It takes your energy away. The percentage is 45%. That's a lot of energy to be resurfing. That's why you start getting tired and you're like, how come I slept and I feel still tired? This energy of yours is not cycling back into your body.
Okay.
Give me a second. So they also said that when people choose to be stagnant and still and hold on and want to like control the environment, that doesn't work for you. Because for you, your energy is meant to move. You have to keep your energy is meant to move. It's meant to be moving and free. So when people are trying to create a control of an environment, you need to get out of that environment immediately.
Okay.
Because the moment you don't, you fall into depression. And your depression is called a silent depression. It's like you'll smile and you'll do your thing, but underneath, you're like,
yeah. Okay, well, I'm listening a lot. All of it.
So the whole thing is, instead of like being passive about it and then getting upset about it and holding that energy, and then finally now you just don't want everyone around you is just going to be annoyed by you because you're just on edge. It's better for you to just remove yourself from the environment. Any environment that seems controlling, you cannot be a part of, because your whole thing is you cannot be in controlled environments because you harbor resentment. Now, if you look back, I'm going to send you the first person who tried to control you, where that resentment started. I'm going to send you their feeling right now. And tell me when you feel this. I'm going to send it to you again because you pushed it away for a second. I'm going to send it right back to you. And I want you to remove your judgment of judging yourself for being annoyed by this. And removing your fear of being afraid to admit that this is what it is. And I'm going to send it back to you again, and tell me when you get the face of the person, the name of the person, and the energy of the person. 1 second. Let me just pull that file.
Okay.
And say their name 3 times.
Jeffrey.
Go ahead.
Jeffrey.
Good. And I'm going to tell you where you're storing it in your body. Tell me when you feel this.
I feel something in my lower left abdomen.
That's right.
Okay.
It's an interesting sensation, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's been hurting me a lot recently.
I'm sure it did. I'm sure it has. Do you give me permission to release that stuff out of there and release the energy, emotion that you've been holding on around Jeffrey?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a second and tell me when you feel that emotion and that energy coming up.
I feel it coming. I feel it moving.
Yep. Tell me when it gets stronger.
I'm a little distracted. Can I change locations from where I am right now?
Someone watching you?
There is, the owner of the house is here, yeah.
Yeah. You're like, I am not about to have a breakdown in front of that person.
Hey, and my cat, want to come with me, baby? Come here. I'm sorry, honey. We're going inside.
Just make sure it has good internet because I don't want to lose you.
It does. I have great internet in my bedroom. Thank you.
Of course. I love you.
I love you. Okay. Here we go.
We are the champions, my friends.
Alrighty.
And we're beating this coronavirus till the end. Do, do, do. We are the champions. We are the champions. Okay, good. All right, I'm going to go back into that space. Tell me when you feel that energy there. I'm just going to open it back up. Give me a second.
Okay, I feel it.
Good. And tell me when you start feeling it coming out of your body and releasing from your breath and out of your system. And tell me when the sound starts releasing. Tell me when the sound starts coming out of your mouth that you've been holding inside. Good. Tell me when that sound comes out stronger. I'm just going to pull all that energy out. Good. Tell me when more comes out. You're doing great. Woo! 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 That's it. And tell me when you feel Archangel Michael's blue blade going in your back and cutting that stuff out of your spine. Woo! Woo! Woo!
I think I feel that.
Good. Tell me when Angel Michael's thrusted it in more and pulls that nasty thing that's been sitting in you and brings it out of your body and the sounds out of your mouth. Woo! Selari maniela mangore kiesera nina le kor maria telesiamo nua kala etina masema na wele ni kasali na mangola nina la. Thank you, God. Yela nua la ina. Thank you, God. Elena no ena la. Thank you, God. Equala le quala. Thank you, God. Lena se la le marina la. Thank you, God. Lena kona wa la canela weta la. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for her healing. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you for her healing. Boo! 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 That's it. And tell me when you feel Angel Michael thrusting through your system and releasing all that poison and bringing it out of your mouth with the sounds. Yes, praise God. That's it. That's it. Coming out. Thank you, Angel Michael. Thank you, Angel Michael. Thank you. Thank you for her healing. Doesn't that feel so much better?
I feel like it's what I've been working towards, but it just kept slipping.
I'm sending it right to the light, right back to God. Clearing it right out of your system.
Thank you, Shaman
Because
Durek.
God wants you to be happy. God wants you to be happy and prosperous. You know, like a lot of times people forget that when Jesus was here, Jesus said, you will do greater things than I. Jesus talked about loving greater than I. That means that we are here to hold that torch, not to sit in pain and suffering and squalor and all of these different things, right? And so it's lifting you out of that, and see how much different you feel in your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I
So
feel
much
like
better.
I feel so much. I feel this like heaviness or weight, almost like in my shoulders. It's tingling. A lot of stuff is coming up. I feel like I know exactly what the issue with my dad was, and I feel like I've definitely known it consciously as well, and I'm just happy because I accept. Like, I felt the judgment circling around it for a long time, and I was like, okay, I accept it now. And I don't feel fault.
Yeah. Nope.
Thank you.
Oh, you don't have to thank me. Thank yourself.
Yeah, I mean, like, thank you, thank all. Like, everyone
Yes.
that's here holding space, you, the angels and spirit, and myself, and my dad's soul too.
Yeah. Right? Because it's that understanding is that as we lift off the judgment, the blame, the shame, right? We lift others with us, right? So there's a beautiful symphony that happens in the divinity of our spirit when we lift through that without putting that weight or that heaviness on it. And that's why Angel Michael had to thrust into you with that fiery blue blade to get that stuff that was caked up in there that you've been dancing around for a while and not really saying, okay, you know what, I'm going to lift this out. And now you did it. And you're so powerful. And you see how powerful you are? Now watch this. Say, angels, bring more energy into my body.
Angels, bring more energy into my body.
Isn't that amazing? Once an angel touches you and does stuff with you, the angels are always available to touch you and connect with you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I'm feeling worry on doubt a little
It's okay,
bit.
watch. Say, angels, release the spirit of doubt to the light with unconditional love in heaven's grace.
Angels, release the spirit of light. Wait.
Release the spirit of doubt.
Angels, release the spirit of doubt.
Into the light.
Into the light.
Of heaven's grace.
Of heaven's grace. All right, I'm going to say it one more time. Angels, release the spirit of doubt into the light with heaven's grace. I'm feeling this like this teeter-totter like pendulum feeling in my chest right now.
Give me a second. Tell me when you feel the heat in your chest. I'm going to go ahead and bring harmony through your system, and tell me when you feel it.
think I'm beginning to.
Good. Tell me when it comes all the way through you. I almost got it. Hold on. How does that feel right there?
It was connection.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There we go.
Oh. Oh.
So much grace, so much beauty, so much presence. It's so wonderful to see you back in your body and back in this energy that you belong.
I agree. Thank you.
No, I'm honored. It's a pleasure to serve you. The greatest gift that we have from heaven is to serve. That's all we care about is service. To serve, to serve, to serve, to serve, to serve, to serve, to serve. Every time we serve, it's just a wonderful experience. You know, that's the one thing I really want people to learn on Earth, is to not get into the space of doing because you're going to get something in return. You do it because you do it from a place of love. You do it from a place of grace. You do it from a place of reverence, and you do it from a place of service. You'll always receive because that is the promise that is always being given to you, but from nature, from spirit, from everything. But when you operate in this idea that I have to give to get, then you imbalance, you dirty, you dirty the sacredness of service. And so therefore it becomes tainted. And so we always must remember, even if we're taking money from someone, the money is coming in to bring in, like sometimes I have to charge people because I have to live in a third dimensional planet that doesn't take care of the species, but makes them pay for things in order to survive. So yes, I have to pay for things and pay for teams and pay for this and pay for that. But that's why I offer a lot of like pro bonos and podcasting and all this kind of stuff, to give and to do these things, to be of service, because the act of service truly is the reward of God. It truly is the reward of God. The act of service is the reward of God. And it's really a wonderful reward.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. I love you so much. I'm proud of you.
I love you too. And I love your book, and it has been just helped me on on so many levels. And I feel so grateful that I get to say that to your face. Yeah, I'm sending it to everyone. Like it has answered a lot of questions I have been twisting around for a long time, and I'm only halfway through. So I'm like, yes. Thank you.
Oh, you know what? It's an honor. My main focus on that book was, you know, I've written a book before. I wrote it in Turkish, a Turkish book called Uyanış, which was to help the Turkish people and help the women rise up in their power and recognize their roots in shamanism. And I know that my second book, I was like, because I don't like writing books just to write books because I want to be like a book writer, because that's not me at all, especially with my my focus and things. But the thing was that I put that book out because I knew, Spirit told me very clearly, I was fasting for a week, I was in deep prayer, and Spirit said, you have to put a book out before 2020 to give them a survival guide of what's happening on the planet. You have to let them know what the darkness is. You have to let them know what the underworld is. You have to let them know why negative thoughts enter their head. You have to let them know. And so that was it. That was the reason for the book. And I'm so happy that you have it. And I'm happy that it's launched in all these countries in the world. And, you know, to me, I think anything that we create has to be for the people and not just for ourselves. You know, like when I go to the grocery store, well, I don't go to the grocery store, but my nieces go. and everyone's like trying to grab every eggs for themselves, and they're trying to like take every little food, and it's just like, come, let's be a little bit mindful that there's other people on the planet who need to be able to survive during this time, and and leave a little for them, and that's the whole mentality of control that we're coming out of through this whole blackout period of this, what we're experiencing right now, which I talk about in the book, is it's that hungry monster, who feels this vacuous energy that if I don't get all of it now, right, that I'm going to die or something horrible is going to happen to me, which is all a bunch of bullshit, right? And at the end of the day, it's not about, we're not going to survive by being greedy like that. We're not going to survive by being selfish in that kind of way. We're going to survive by looking out for each other, loving each other, supporting each other, taking our resources and utilizing them for the benefit of people, which will always benefit us because everyone will be supplied. And that's the key element here. And when I think about like leadership, right? And that's the same thing I talk about, and reason why this also is a part of the book. Leadership is not an individual thing anymore. Leadership is a collective. There cannot be just one leader stepping in front. There has to be a multitude of leaders, because the system will take out that one leader and be like, bang, bang, goodbye, see you later. But if there's a multitude of leaders bringing the message of love forward, holding their stance on love for the greater community, for the greater global community, that is when we actually get to see transformation at its best. And so that is how we operate. And it doesn't matter if you have 10 people who will listen to you, or 2 people, or 1 person. It only takes 1 person to change the world. 1 person to change the world. And so if we understand that, in order for us to step into that space, it's just like, what resources do I have available? Do I have Instagram? Do I have Facebook? Do I have friends? Do I have family members? Like, whatever the resources, I'm going to share love. I'm going to share kindness. I'm going to talk about the grace of kindness, the grace of love. How can we be more generous? How can we be more open? Does our neighbors have enough that they need? What are people needing right now? How can I best support them and show up in the most authentic way? And remember, authenticity does not mean that you're going to be authentic to everything, because authenticity is a growing experience, right? I can say I'm authentic today, and tomorrow I can be completely contradiction, because spirituality is a contradictive step, right? So we have to understand that today you may say I'm vegan, and next day you may say you're not. Today you may say you do yoga, and the next day you do Pilates. So authenticity is a resetting of your truth in every now experience and moment of your life, right? And so the authenticity is an ongoing journey of understanding what is in the most easiest, most lovingest form for you to move through life with a way that is coming from grace and expansion of love. So it's not there to be like I hear a lot of times people say in the wellness world and in the spiritual, it's all about being authentic. Well, okay. Yeah, you can be authentic today, but you may not be authentic tomorrow, because you're always growing and you're always changing. So we always have to remember that. I love you so much. We're out of time. And you were my last healing for the day. And I love you all so much. And if you don't have spirit hacking, get it. It's really there to support you. I love you. Or borrow it from a friend, or get it at the library. Until next time.